Well, g'day tubes, how's you hanging? Holy cow, remember yesterday we were cutting a tree down in the hurricane weather? Well, that hurricane, man, I'm presuming that's what it was from, remnants of Hurricane Florence. Yeah, look at something here. So we were in the backyard last night having some dinner and stuff. It was windy, but not as bad. And all of a sudden we hear like this thing, like someone whooshed something down the side of your siding on your house. And we're like, I wonder what the heck that was. Quite a few minutes go by, and then my wife looks around. She went up to the house for something, looks around, and she's like, there's a tree on our house. I'm like, what? Remember last year when we took off the one big piece beside our house here that was coming up over our lines here? Where's our lines? There's our lines. It's coming like, it was like way out over to the top of these lines. I'm like, oh, I don't like that. And then stupid trees, they get bigger, they get heavier, they get saggier. So we ended up renting that boom lift and taking that one down. Remember the rest of the tree that was there? There was a piece going this way and another piece going the other way. Well, last night we had a swoosh come down on the side of our house. Now, luckily, it didn't all come down on our house, but the one side, so this one here was kind of leaning up that way more, but it was so windy that it actually pushed her down. It started, we've actually fixed the soffit and fascia pretty good now. I'll show you that more in a second here, but it hit right here, right on the roof. Bang! And of course, right in that spot right there, where that little dimple is, there's where the two boards join from here to here and then here up, you know, so there's a join there. So of course it hit right on there and it smashed and ripped the board out, and it sort of was hanging down. It ripped all the fascia off and dented all the siding of the soffit up. Most of it was kind of out here, which was good. So yeah, but we'll look at the tree part, root part in a second here, but a lot of it was kind of right up in the corner. It's really pretty much the worst part of it has damaged my eaves trough in there. It's all schmanged up pretty good. I might be able to bang her straight again, and we've got the little cover guy for the end there, but she's pretty schmanged up right now. The eaves troughs, when it's sort of already bent up, it's kind of hard to bend back. But so a couple more ding 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 dings up along there, and there's one spot it ripped a little bit of the shingle off, so I'm gonna have to get up and goop it up with some stuff, I guess. But we got the most of her chopped up last night. We ran out of light, so we got a little bit of firewood here, which is good, and a few shrapnel bits from the top part of the tree there. And I guess it was this part and all its branches that it was like way up onto here, but you can see the schmang in the eaves trough. So that's, I guess it's still going to drain out there pretty good. But, you know, that's not so good. Hey, buddy, what are you up to? Hey, what are you doing? Found yourself some leaves, did you? Woo, here we go. Hi, buddy. So we got some more tree to clean up. We did this with, cleaned most of this up with my pole saw, my little guy that we used for the other tree yesterday. And we're getting into where it's some bigger stuff now. But hey, yeah, now we got more firewood. Some of the other firewood from the other tree still all piled there. But yeah, so, oh man, what a nightmare. So funny thing was, my friend and I, we were over looking at the another tree down the road here that is last windstorm we got, it was pushed it over a whole bunch, and this time, holy cow, it was really bad. So it didn't go over, but it's also over the lines too, but it's a big one that I'm not going to tackle. But anyways, look how much this was not hanging on here. Now this was an older piece that I'd cut off that actually went oof down too. It went this way like many years ago, and then we took off this guy, which is probably a good thing because I don't think it's holding on by much except right there, and it was going way up over our lines there. But let's go around the other side here. You'll be able to see exactly how much wasn't holding on to this side. So we got a little tiny bit here, a little bit there. That's kind of about it. But funny thing was, it was growing on a rock. I didn't even know that. That's a big chunk of rock under there. Let's go around this side again and see if we can see this side. Yeah, so I mean it wouldn't have shot any roots that way to hold it this way at all, so all it was relying on was what little piece of wood it had onto the tree itself. So holy cow, what a pain in the butt. So I don't know, this other one's kind of going that way and most of it's going that way. I'm probably going to leave it for now, but it should probably all come down, I think. It's just a lot more work. Like, you know, you look at this here, it's like, oh, it'd take a couple hours maybe. Oh no, that's about 5-6 hours of one person cleaning that up, if not a little more. If you run everything through a chipper, get it all chopped up small enough to run through my chipper, and then start cutting the, you know, you end up with quite a lot of work for yourself. So for now, we're maybe just going to leave it, but stupid trees, because most of it is like there's a lot holding that way, and then there's another big one going that way, so it should, if it's going to go that way, but I don't know. There's a dead piece there too, but anyways, just thought I'd show you that little fun adventure last night. And maybe while we got a camera rolling here, we'll go and look at the other tree I was showing you. It's sort of in the bush back there, but it leans up over the road. So not a good thing, but yeah, we got a bunch of sticks here to clean up, and I was going to run my chipper, but I think I'm just gonna, I don't know, maybe I'll run the chipper, but I think I'm just gonna get my forklift and scoop them and then take them somewhere else. Just to get rid of them, maybe back in my bush or something there, whatever have you. But because it's pretty fast, you can just, without ripping the ground, you can just scrape right under it, grab a bunch, pick it up, drive and gone. So I just don't really feel myself like getting the chipper out of this. It's a fair bit here, and it would take, you know, probably an hour at least to get rid of, where this stuff thrown in the bush, it'll rot down pretty quick in probably a couple of years. So but lots of fun. Not really, but lots of fun. I probably should run the backhoe with my one bucket on it there to scrape up some of the stuff all over the road, because I imagine there's a whole pile of sticks and bits and stuff all over the road. But anyways, I got a couple here that fell out, I guess. I'll just get rid of them right now. I don't know, this is another windstorm this year, and from like last winter-ish to now, I think I've been out cleaning up sticks about, supposed to be the 5th time, I think. Normally I don't do anything like that, maybe once in the spring, and that's about it. But holy cow, that's weird. But lots of wind this year. Climate's definitely changing, I think. So when we moved here, this tree was about 3 feet tall, maybe. This one here, that's taken right off. It's a baby of one of these, I guess. So yeah, it was just a little guy. I was thinking of coming and cutting him one year for a Christmas tree. I'm like, yeah. And now it's 20 feet tall, maybe. They don't take long. But basically, it's one of those. It's like a spruce down here. Now, this is technically behind the gate, but it is not on the property of the cemetery. The cemetery doesn't own past there, so. Okay, so I'm not on the property. There's a fence right there, fence line. You can see the fence wire, so we're on actually conservation property here now. So, because it's kind of low by the river and it's all mushy through here all the time, this big tree, I guess, got a good wind there last year, and you can kind of see the angle sort of that he's on now. It's sort of hard to see in the video, but straight should be this way. And he's definitely pushing that way, and you can just see he's going to go across that road. And where is it now? The big high voltage wires are out there somewhere. Am I not in the right spot? Anyways, they're, oh no, I'm down here more. The high voltage wires are right there. It's 2 of them, one higher, one lower. One's your neutral, one's your power, your hot wire. But yeah, this whole ground here, and I got some video on my phone, which I didn't grab my phone. It was just even. I'm like, oh, it's gonna go. So there's one big root right there, and I think one big root coming out right there, and that's all that's holding this big tree up. You can actually see the whole ground moving. It's pretty crazy. So I'll get the footage off my phone too of this, and show you that part too. So there looks like there's even some tree growing into it there. So I mean, I can't even cut this and get rid of that weight because it's going to go right across and take the wires out. So that's not good. Not too good. So I'll have to get my tree guys in maybe, and they'll have to go up in their boom bucket truck and take her down piece by piece. It's too bad because I bet you it's still a good tree, and I bet you there's some decent lumber in it. Spruce tree. So anyhow, I just run the big tractor around there with the one bucket I've got there that's good for picking up stuff off the ground, like sticks and stuff, and it wasn't that much down really, just a couple sticks here and there. It wasn't too bad, so we got that cleaned up, but we got to clean up this mess at the house here. Well, you can look over the house here and see where the other piece was. That's funny. There's a big hole in it now. Looks like someone's glove coming up to gonna bite you, right? But anyways, yeah, that's it for today. Just wanted to give you a little update on what happened here yesterday, and we still got our pole down, ready to go. Eventually, we'll get her into the ground, but now I got more work ahead of me by the looks of things, so we'll be working on that, I guess. So I know you guys wanted to see the chipper in action, but if I remember right now, the last time I did the last part of that tree, which I didn't film for you either, I do apologize, but maybe we'll get it out, who knows. I know the blades were getting a little dull and they were needing to sharpen, so yeah, and that's, how did I sharpen them? I did sharpen them once, and I did them, I think it was on my lawnmower blade sharpener. It was just about the exact frickin' same angle, and you can adjust the angle on that thing too. So I think I used that last time, but now they're getting dull again. So, and man, I had them, that must be some, surprisingly for something that's China made, there are actually some really good high quality steel blades on them. So, but anyways, if we happen to get the chipper going, we'll film it. If not, I'm probably just gonna scoop them up with a tractor and then haul them away, kind of thing, and then just throw them in the bush because they'll rot down pretty quick. So, but anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Catch yous all later, and stay out of the wind. It's dangerous, as we seen yesterday, but oh well, we'll fix her up again.